Hey everyone, I'm with Clau. She is a Magoosh TOEFL student, and she is joining us today to tell us a little bit about her Magoosh TOEFL experience. So, Clau, thank you so much for joining us. And first things first, why are you taking the TOEFL? What are your plans?
Hi, thanks for having me. Well, the reason why I actually took TOEFL is because maybe like most of everybody, the same with everybody else. It's like a major requirement to attend a college, and in the Philippines, I'm a licensed embalmer, and here I want to improve my basic knowledge about funeral directing. And to do that, there's only two schools in California, one in Sacramento and one in Cypress, and both requires like a TOEFL, and that's why I'm here. And I just wanna ace it to broaden more, more options for schools, and maybe just start from there. Yeah.
And how did you hear about Magoosh?
I'm currently converting my visa in language school in Sacramento. I'm sorry, in San Francisco, and everyone there is talking about Magoosh. Like, it's a big recommendation with our teachers, students as well. Saying it's a really good site to, have other options as well.
Well, that's great to hear that you heard about us through other students. I'm glad to hear that they've had a positive experience as well. So, what have the toughest parts of the TOEFL been for you in terms of your TOEFL preparation?
I believe it's more because there's four parts. For me, the weakest. I mean, I'm aware of this ever since I even started learning English. I the weakest part for me is basically writing, and in the TOEFL part, writing, especially having a 30-minute time limit, that for me is I believe my weakest part and the hardest. But it's always about practice, and now I'm like slowly learning how to pace myself with the time limit. So that's a good thing.
Nice. And when are you planning on taking the TOEFL?
Maybe around like September or October, around those parts, before I just want to make sure I can take it before the year ends, because I'm planning to go for a January semester. Yeah.
Do you have a top study tip that you'd like to share with our students watching?
Sure. The maybe for me it's like consistency is key. um Consistency, I'm talking about like your study time. Like, for me, I write every day at the same time. This may be weird though, but like, because I'm a night owl, so I write at 3 a.m. in the morning. But that is the time where my mind works, I think. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's always about knowing where you're good at and where you're like really weak at, and with working through from there. Because like the first step is always about like knowing knowing yourself more, because no one else can help you on the test itself other than yourself. So that's just for me, like consistency after that, and like knowing yourself, which weak parts you want to work on. Yeah.
And how did you know what level you were starting at? So, you talked about knowing yourself and knowing, what your strengths and weaknesses are. Did you take a practice test to assess yourself before starting studying?
Yes, I did. I Before anything else in Magoosh, when I signed up, I went straight to the practice test, the one that's like very very similar to the TOEFL test itself, and I assessed myself, and I just want to say it didn't turn out right. It didn't turn out as expected to be, and then it made me aware, like, oh my gosh, I suck at this. But yeah, that's when I picked up. I'm like, okay, I'll work on this more, more, and more. But it was a good way. It was the best way for me, because then I wouldn't know unless I try. So yeah.
What's your favorite thing about using Magoosh?
Oh, the big, like, I love how it's just there, like 24/7, just there. Like it's like you can go at your own pace. I love how Magoosh has been, like, like completely online, and you can just go whenever you feel like it and not go whenever you don't feel like it. And like it's completely up to you, that you have full control of everything. I'm glad I've actually found Magoosh. No lie, no lie. This has been like the best study habit for me, because like I said, like I can go at my own pace. I personally don't like scheduled things, like when it's not like going my way. So, because like I said, I'm a night owl, and classes are mornings, and mornings I'm like, oh my god, my brain is not here with me. So that's just what I love about Magoose.
That's awesome. Yeah, we say you can study anytime, anywhere. So you're definitely studying anytime and anywhere. Is there anything that you would like to share before we sign off?
Yes, definitely. I think it's the like I said, it's the best thing about Magoosh. It's like going at your own pace, and like knowing your weak parts, and then you can work on it more and more and more. It's like unlimited tries, and you won't ever get sick and tired of the questions. It's not like a repetitive question, but for you it's up to, I mean, it's up to you to like go back at it, and then you can take notes and all that. It's just so accessible. Like that's just it.
That's great to hear. Thank you for sharing your experience, Clow. I really appreciate it. And good luck on the September TOEFL.
Thank you so much. I wish myself luck as well.